Hi, welcome back to Show and Sell. My name is Scott. It is December 9th, Saturday, the day that I'm shooting this, and yard sales have screeched to a halt in my area. There was one sale. I saw some poster boards up at some intersections, and I drove by the house later, and I saw no sign of a yard sale. So either they postponed it, decided not to have it, or maybe they just gave up the ghost early and had closed by the time I got there. But luckily, I did see that there were a couple of auctions in my area this week, and I bid on a few items. I won 2 lots. Let's take a look. Well, you're seeing the box exactly as I picked it up. A bag with film. Another bag that's empty. Camera bag with a camera in it. Lens case. It does feel like there's a camera down there. Another camera bag with another camera. Hopefully a few of these work. Canon. Some kind of an old Canon. Is that a Canon? Yeah, it's a Canon. Another lens case. Kodak Instamatic. The rubber on that is degrading. It's getting sticky. I think that's some kind of a scanner. Camera case. Another camera. Looks like there's another Canon camera. Feels like there's another camera. And another camera, and it feels like there's a camera in there as well. Well, I'm gonna have some fun going through here and price checking some of this stuff. Be right back with you. And if you like this type of content, hit subscribe. Even better, hit subscribe and then hit that notification bell, and YouTube, the darlings that they are, will alert you when future videos drop. Back to the box. I paid $44 and change. That included all taxes, fees, and for 2 lots, the large box of cameras and camera accessories, which you just saw, and one other item, which I'll get to in just one moment. I thought I was going to be in pretty good shape because when I went to pick up the item from the auction house, the puller actually said, "Oh, you got a really good deal." And they don't usually say that. Usually they're just kind of matter of fact, at least at this particular establishment. But it was a much larger box in person than I thought it was going to be. And I was really looking forward to getting into it, and I was not disappointed. I actually found 11 cameras in the box, and I'm just going to rattle them off. A Stecky 3B, it's a miniature spy camera. That's what it was marketed as a spy camera, starting at about the 50s, I think all the way up through the 80s. It's, about 2 inches long. The only problem with this particular Stecky was it did not have the lenses. So if it had the lenses, and it's a 16 millimeter, takes 16 millimeter film, it would have gone for 1 to 200 or 1 to 300 depending on condition. But without the lenses, without being able to test it, I marked it at 60 just to get in, get out. Hopefully it'll sell quickly. There was a Kodak, little throwaway camera, a Kodak black and white worth about $10. Using the cheat sheet as always. A Nikon Zoom Touch, which is about 30. And I should point out, all of the cameras worked, or at least those that I could test. There were only a couple of items that I had listed as parts, or I'm not going to list it all, and I'll mention those when I get to them. There was a little Walgreens Studio 35 camera, the sort, it's not a disposable camera. You take it, they develop the film, they put another roll of film in the camera and give you the actual camera back. I will probably at some point actually develop finish the roll that it had, develop it just to see, well, yeah, I'm that guy. I'm the guy that if I get a cell phone, I scroll through it to see what the previous owner had. If I buy a computer, do the same thing. Maybe I have too much TV as a kid, but I like doing a little investigating. A Canon MC with case and flash. I'll throw up a picture here. It has actually already sold. I sold it last night for $105. I actually took an offer on the Canon MC. I had it listed at $115, but I really wanted to just clear the decks as far as how much money I had into this box and start fresh. And I essentially paid for the box and got $45 back after fees and eBay and transactions and all that. So I'm already up. There was and I'm going to mispronounce this, a Mamiya Secor 500 TL with case. It actually didn't have the lens on it, but there was a lens in the box, a Mamiya Secor lens that I'm going to lot those together, and that should go for 35 to 50, I think, probably closer to 35. It's not a really expensive camera, 35 millimeter camera. There was a PowerShot SD 600, which I had to order a battery for. That was about $10. And the Canon PowerShot, assuming it works, I have no reason to doubt, and it was in immaculate shape. It had the box and all the cables. They didn't, the disc was with it, and that should sell for, or I'm going to list it for about $150, and there are comps in that range. There was a Canon Rebel 2000 EOS camera that had a lens. I'm not a big photography guy, so I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole with what the lenses are and so forth. I think the Canon is going to sell for about $100. That's what I'm going to. And the prices that I'm quoting are what I sort of guess would be on the high end if they sold. What I'm going to start the listings at, and I'm usually not too far off. Sometimes there'll be the odd item that I have to drop later, but I just do that incrementally until I hit a point where it does sell. The Canon Rebel should go for list for about $100. There was a Canon SureShot 70 zoom with case. That's about a $75 camera. There were two, and I cannot believe that they were in there, but there were two more of the old Sony Mavicas that take the floppy disk. It takes all of 12 pictures basically. Neither camera is super expensive, but both had all of the equipment, batteries, cables, there were cases, and the manuals, and they're each going to sell for $30 to $35. There was a Viewpoint Solutions scanner. You insert your a strip of film, a negative, and it will transfer the image to your computer, or it may have a slot for a flash drive. Unfortunately, I have not tested it due to the fact that the rubber or the plastic surrounding the scanner has broken down with age, and it's super tacky. They're really only worth about $10. I may list it, I may put it in a garage sale. Whatever I do with it, it's not going to be the first thing that gets my attention. There was one Sony cable, Hirakawa. It's one of those things that I find in lot boxes that I always list. They almost always sell. It's a special Sony cable that has the model number. I'm gonna throw it up on eBay. There was one that was listed, and it was there was only one listed, and the person was asking 40. I'm going to list mine at 35 and let it sit there, and hopefully somebody will buy it eventually. And if they don't, I'll slowly start dropping that price. There was a Minori tripod. It's about $15. 6 little metal film canisters. I guess photographers use them. I'm gonna do lots of 2, $6 shipping, $8 for 2 of them. So I'll make 3 lots. There were four rolls of a Fujifilm Superior Extra 400, and a whole lot of numbers that I've got written down that I do not remember. It's probably about $30 worth of film. I may sell it, I may lot it together and sell it, I may use it to test out some cameras, or I may save it in case I decide to keep a camera at some point. I long ago sold my old 35mm camera. As I said, there was the Mamiya Seikor lens. There was a Vivitar wide-angle lens and a Vivitar telephoto lens. I haven't priced those out yet. Hopefully there's some good money there. A Polaroid F112, I think it is. It's a small piece that has multiple lenses on it. It's a $10 item. There are many listed. I listed mine essentially toward the bottom, maybe just a hair above the cheapest one that was listed, and hopefully make a little money. And lastly, there were 3 camera bags, and I'm just going to lot those with I think I'm going to get 1 camera bag for each of the Mavicas, and 1 of the camera bags for the Canon EOS Rebel 2000. I can't believe I actually remembered the name of it. The items that were the only items in the box that weren't worth my time. There was 1 case for a lens that the lining had broken down over the years and had kind of turned to a powder. I don't need projects. I'm just going to throw that away. And there was 1 flash, a Vivitar 102. Someone had left 4 AA batteries in it. They had corroded severely. I cleaned out the compartment. I listed it for parts at about $10. And last but not least, the first item that I purchased at the auction, and I actually hoped that it was going to have a name on the bottom, or a marking something to give it a little more bit of a better price tag, I guess. Is this glass paperweight with a jellyfish in it. Nothing special. I just thought it was an interesting looking item, and you know, you never know what you're going to get. I just bought it online, and you know, it could have been shipped, it could have been broken, it could have you know, it could have the weight of the item could have prohibited me actually selling it. As it was, it didn't have any damage to the glass. It did not have a marking. I priced them out. It's probably about a $12 piece, maybe $20. And I'm just going to keep it. It's not really worth selling right now. I actually bought another thing that I bought related to the auction. I ordered a little stand that had a light in it, and that rotates. All of that for $10 from China. And you can thank the post office for that, or rather the government, because they made an incredible deal where everything, batteries, tech related, things like that, are always cheaper. They get a much better rate. As a matter of fact, I could sell something similar to the person that lives across the street from us, and it would be cheaper for them to order it from China than it would be for me to sell it to them. So, but I'm gonna keep the jellyfish. It's an odd piece. Interestingly enough, if you shine a light on it, it's iridescent. It'll glow in the dark. So just a fun little piece. But that's it. $44. I've already made my money back and then some, and not bad. What did you think? Would you have bought the jellyfish? Would you have bought the cameras? Go down to the comments and let me know. While you're at it, if you like this video, please hit like. If you didn't like this video, and this is much more important, also hit like. It's in the official rules. I think it's mandatory. Go down to the comments and tell me why. After all, it's the only way I'm going to learn. Yard sales have stopped in my area, so I'm going to be looking at auctions probably for the next few months to try and get me my fix on things to trade in, to dicker with, and don't fret. I will be getting back to the two estates that I've been going through. I still have multiple rooms in my house that are full of things that are waiting to be opened, listed, and then sold. I thank you for watching. My name is Scott. We'll see you next time.